Today I'm going to show you how I take my lighting from looking like this to this. So I've been taking a lot of photos up in this area for Instagram, and I don't have proper lighting. I just use that lamp that's behind me or the overhead light, which is significantly more yellow and I can't stand it. So today I'm going to build my own version of a video light for under $50 using a cake pan, some white LEDs, and a shower curtain as a diffuser. I got these off of Amazon. They are daylight white, and that was just so I could have something that wasn't completely yellow. And this is a different cake pan, but the one I ended up using was 12 inches across by 2 inches deep. So I started out by just took the LEDs out of the box and I stuck them to the sides of the cake pan. And I kind of started at the bottom, in the middle, and then I worked my way up from there in a spiral. I tried to keep each row of LEDs as close to the previous one as possible, just to make sure I had enough space for the entire roll, since I didn't want to cut it up and use just like half, or to get as much light as possible. Alright, so now that I have all of the LEDs on the inside of the pan, I'm going to use this frosted shower curtain from Target as the diffusion over it. So I'm just going to lay it out on the table, then put the pan over it, and then trace the circle over how big the pan is relative, and cut it out. And to hold the shower curtain to the pan, I'm going to be using this Velcro that I picked up from Ace Hardware. That's just so that I can take it off later on pretty easily and then change out the LEDs if I ever want to maybe make it RGB. I'm just going to lay out the shower curtain. I'm just laying out a section of the shower curtain on the table so that I can take the cake pan with the LEDs on it, put it upside down over one section of the shower curtain. I can go ahead and trace an outline over what parts I need to cut out. So now that I have the circle on the shower curtain, I'm going to grab a little piece of the Velcro and then place it on the edge of the circle, so that way I know how much space I need for that outside of the actual space for the opening the cake pan. I'll just kind of make some rough marks around the circle. This isn't super precise. I just want to make sure there's enough space for the Velcro to be on the shower curtain. Alright, now that I have that, I'm just going to use some scissors and cut out the circle. Now I have the circle cut out of the shower curtain, so I can take cake pan. I'm just going to grab my Velcro and I will cut off small strips for how big I want for the shower curtain. I'm making them about an inch long. That doesn't matter, I'm sure you can do as big as you want with the Velcro that you have. I just have a big roll, so I'm going to pick some bigger strips. I'm going to rip off the loop and the buzz. So now I have these two put together. I'm going to attach the looped side of the set of Velcro to the shower curtain itself, outside of the circle that I drew that would be covered by the cake pan earlier. So again, I'm just going to cut off like an inch of Velcro, rip the two pieces in half, put them together, and then attach the hooked portion, which is like the plasticky side of the Velcro, to the shower curtain outside of the ring I drew at the beginning. Now I'm just going to use 4 pieces of Velcro on mine, since I think that should be enough. If I need more, I'll add more later. So now that we have 4 pieces of Velcro on our shower curtain, I'm going to take the cake pan, put it over right where the circle is that we drew earlier, and I'll once more. Now I'm going to take off the backing of the other piece of Velcro, kind of pull it tight, and then attach it to the cake hang. I'm going to go ahead and do that again for the other 3. Now we have a cake pan with some diffusion on the front. So, what I'm going to do next is I have to find the end with the power cord. The lights, you can pull it out, and you can just plug in the power cord and call it a day. I actually got this little adapter which allows me to dim the intensity of the light and also control power on and off. So I'm going to plug that into the lights and then plug this dimmer into the power brick. Go ahead and plug that in. Now, since I want to mount this on a cheap light stand that I got from Amazon, I'm going to use this smaller clamp. I'll put a link down in the description, and basically it just clamps onto something from one side, and then the other side has 1/4-20, so you can screw it onto a tripod or a light stand. I'm going to take this, put it down here, and I'll put it at an angle so I can screw it in and it sits straight. Okay. So now I can mount this on a light stand and should be good to go. Now let's see how this changes the lighting in the room and if it looks any better. So this is a shot without the light turned on, and this is a shot with the light turned on. I think it looks pretty good given that this entire setup costs less than 50 bucks. I'll put links to all the materials in the description below and you can build your own. So for my next project, I'm going to be making an RGB version of this where I can control the color and the on and off of the lights from my phone using Siri. Subscribe so you can see that video if you're interested, and thanks for watching.